Good evening. Thanks for being with us for ARC Seattle at 10. I'm Steve Solis. Saturday's violent protests at Cal Anderson Park spilling over into the week. Today, a religious group rallied outside Seattle City Hall. The group is pushing back against comments made by Seattle Mayor Bruce Harrell. Mayor Harrell called one group on Saturday far right. During today's protest, we saw at least 8 protesters arrested. Tonight, the deputy director of the FBI is speaking out about those recent protests. He posted this statement on X saying, "We have asked our team to fully investigate allegations of targeted violence against religious groups at the Seattle concert. Freedom of religion isn't a suggestion." Despite more clashing and arrests, Seattle police say no one was hurt in the altercation. Our Jackie Kent was there tonight as all of this unfolded. She joins us live. So, Jackie, what happened during tonight's latest protest?
And Steve, this lasted hours. 2 groups clashing outside Seattle City Hall. One religious group is criticizing the actions of the city and the mayor in terms of how they handled the unrest at Cal Anderson Park in Seattle's Capitol Hill over the weekend. There were 23 arrests when a group of LGBTQ protesters interrupted a rally being held by the anti-abortion group Mayday USA. Meanwhile, out here, counter-protesters say they believe the messaging we heard from that religious group on the steps today and from the group on Saturday is hateful. And they believe this group is not only anti-abortion, but also anti-LGBTQ. We saw a lot of arrests today. You mentioned those 8 arrests for assault. We also saw a lot of clashes. For example, one family trying to get into that religious rally tried walking through a group of counter-protesters. It didn't take long for police to step in to try to assist them. Police, by the time this event ended, they created a clear exit for that religious group to get through. We didn't see any violent confrontations between the 2 sides. They both ultimately, after this was all over, told me they still plan to continue spreading their message.
So, Jackie, I know this just wrapped up just minutes ago. Do we know quite yet what's happening with those who were arrested, and are there any more protests planned?
So the 8 people arrested for assault we expect will be in court tomorrow. So, of course, we'll stay on that. We'll keep you updated as soon as we learn more. We have not heard of any additional protests at this time. Okay,
Jackie Kent live for us in Seattle. Jackie, thank you. Tonight, the social media posts from the FBI's deputy director that promises a full investigation about allegations of targeted violence against religious groups in Seattle. Well, that's getting considerable engagement on social media. Many people in the comments agree, like this, one that reads, "Thank you, Director Bongino. We are begging for federal intervention." Meantime, one comment of disapproval reads, "Freedom of religion cannot be used as a shield to justify discrimination or fanaticism. Sometimes invoking rights is merely a strategy to protect ideological privileges." Okay, so today's protest follows that violent outbreak at Cal Anderson Park on Saturday. We know that the pro-Christian values group called Mayday USA was holding a rally at that park. That is when counter-protesters showed up and tensions began to rise. Witnesses say things were thrown between the groups that eventually Seattle police showed up to defuse the situation. We know 23 people were arrested and 7 of the arrested protesters went before a judge yesterday. Seattle Mayor Bruce Harrell condemned the violence, saying that Washington State is a welcoming place for everyone. So that brings us to tonight's Pulse poll. And this is the question we are asking you this evening. Should Mayor Harrell apologize to the religious group behind Saturday's protest? This is a live look at the results still coming in tonight. Right now, 79% of you say yes, while 21% of you say no. To vote, just scan the code you see on your screen. We'll be sure to bring you the latest results coming up later in the show.